Election observers and human rights groups across Africa, led by former IEBC chairperson Ahmed Issack Hassan, are demanding urgent reforms at the IEBC or the resignation of its leadership. They accuse the Commission of bowing to the ruling regime and failing to deliver independent, free and fair by-elections, citing widespread voter bribery and chaos during the recent by-elections. The groups warn that the failures could plunge the 2027 presidential election into instability if left unaddressed. Willie Lusige reports.
With less than 2 years to the 2027 presidential election, observers and rights groups say the IEBC has already failed the test of independence and cannot be trusted to run a credible poll without urgent and far-reaching reforms. They point to violence, bribery and disorder in the Malava and Bere North by-elections, arguing Commission's inaction proves it is compromised and unwilling to enforce the law.
IEBC, as currently constituted after the by-elections, is disappointed. Monies were spent in the tons. Bribery was evident. People died. Cars were burned. But what do I see? Elections were successful. Successful, my foot.
The groups insist the IEBC leadership must either approve its independence now or step aside before the 2027 election.
That office is a protected office. They must be there to defend the nation of Kenya. And if they are not able to defend the nation of Kenya, using that position, they should quietly resign and allow other people who are able to do it to come and take office.
Attention is also turning to the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, accused of being silent as hate speech rises and politicians openly divide the country along ethnic lines.
Listen occasionally to what is being said at funerals across the country. People are grouping themselves, and we see nothing wrong with it. Singapore did not become Singapore when tribe became the basis of mobilization. Singapore became Singapore because men and women became servants. When democracy was understood as a competition of ideas.
How do we reduce the tensions in the country? There's a lot of tension. We can't ignore that. I think the National Cohesion and Integration Commission should take urgent steps to start acting on this hate speech.
The groups warn that without swift action, the 2027 presidential election risks descending into violence and chaos, mirroring troubled polls elsewhere in the region. Willie Lusige, Citizen TV, Nairobi.